Hi, my name is Karin, and welcome to a meditation on bounty tonight. I'm pretty excited to show you a very simple technique that you can use at home to help improve your own ability to create bounty for yourself. And I wanted to start by talking about bounty tonight, like what bounty is, and it's very unique to each person individually. So bounty can be, of course, material objects that you acquire, a boat, a car. Bounty can also be a vacation or a state of mind, bountiful happiness. You could have bountiful love. Bounty can be anything of value to you. So what I might perceive as bounty to me could be very different than what bounty is to you. And tonight, I'm going to show you a really simple technique that you can use anytime you want on your own to, I'm going to say, cultivate your bounty and expand it and also define it. And how we're going to do that tonight is by using visualization and energy. So we'll be learning some really simple energy techniques tonight in order to enhance and expand your bounty. How we are going to improve our bounty tonight in general is we're going to be clearing what I call foreign energy out of your own bounty vibration. Everybody has their own information on bounty, and you have yours. And that information actually comes from all your past lives and the life experience that you have created around bounty for yourself in your existence on this planet. So we carry our information from lifetime to lifetime. So if you feel unbountiful this lifetime, don't worry. You still have lots of information on how to create bounty. If you feel unbountiful this lifetime, it's really just because you have foreign energy in your bounty information. And that's what we're going to clean out tonight. So very exciting to clean this vibration out. I think you'll really enjoy this meditation tonight. We're going to start by using an energy tool called a grounding cord. Now, for any of you that are joining me tonight in this meditation and you've never grounded before, we're going to start by closing our eyes and sitting in a comfortable chair with your feet flat on the ground, hips distance apart. This meditation I'm going to be leading is called an in-body meditation, which means that you're going to be in just a light trance. So you will be aware of everything going on around you, and I'm just going to be walking you and leading you through some visualization exercises and some releasing exercises. All right, so to begin with, be in your chair comfortably with your feet hips distance apart. And what's important about meditating is to bring your awareness right up into the center of your head. Imagine that you're holding your point of attention behind your eyes, as if you had a golf ball right in the very center of your head. That's where you want to have your attention for this meditation. And with your attention in the center of your head, I'd like you to locate the base of your spine. And we're going to put an energy tool on the base of your spine. It's called a grounding cord. And a grounding cord is just a simple line of energy that you're going to visualize from the base of your spine, going straight down through the chair that you're sitting in, through the floor, the room that you're in. Imagine drawing that line of energy way deep, deep down into the planet so that you've drawn that line all the way to the very center of the planet, the core of the planet. And when you draw that line down there, you're going to anchor it in, and you get to pick or devise the visualization of how you want to anchor that in. You could let that cord grow roots like a tree. You could hammer it in. You could drill it into the center of the planet. You could visualize a Navy anchor down there and wrapping the grounding cord around the Navy anchor. However you want to visualize it, this grounding cord is going to help you release energy in this meditation. Go ahead and connect that grounding cord. You actually have a spinning energy center at the base of your spine. We call it the first chakra. And that's really what we're grounding, is that first chakra. It is at the base of the spine, and so that's where I'm having you connect your grounding cord. Now, the minute you connect it to the center of the planet, gravity starts pulling on it. And that's a good thing, because you want to be able to use that grounding cord somewhat like a funnel or a pipe or a tube or some means that you can send energy down it. So however you want to visualize that for yourself, when you're done anchoring your grounding cord, you should have a line of energy that could be a pipe or a tube that goes all the way to the center of the planet and anchors in firmly. Good. Now this is important because we're going to be using this tool of a grounding cord again in our meditation. And so right now you have this grounding cord on your body, and I'm going to lead you through a couple of exercises to release foreign energy before we get started. So I want to start with the energy of the day. And what you're going to do is use this new grounding cord that you just created for yourself, and you're going to start releasing the energies that you encountered today down this grounding cord. So the first energy that you can go ahead and release would be that of responsibility. So if you took your responsibilities from work home with you today, go ahead and start to release any responsibility that you're holding on to. We're going to let gravity gently pull it right down through that grounding cord and release that responsibility energy. Go ahead and take a few moments now. You can breathe in, and when you exhale, just release responsibility. Let it flow down your grounding cord. And you might find responsibility energy in your head, in your jaws, your throat, your upper back and neck, and you might even experience some of that responsibility energy in your chest, where you have another spinning energy center called your heart chakra. A lot of times, especially with spirits in male bodies, may feel that responsibility in the heart chakra for married partners, children, things like that. And I can tell you what I'm watching as you all release energy is the majority of the energy that's coming out of you right now is brown. And what that tells me is that's a low energy, so that during the day, what happens is that we collect a lot of foreign lower energies. And then by the time we get home, we're exhausted or tired or cranky or crabby. And what you're getting to do right now is release that top layer of energy that winds up in our aura just from our day-to-day errands and tasks. Go ahead and just allow that brown to release out of your aura. And the next energy I'm going to have you release, which is pretty important to bounty, is actually, I should say, it's important when you want to create bounty to get rid of this energy. So that's why I'm going to bring it up for you to look over your whole aura for the energy vibration of judgment. Judgment acts like a stop energy when it has anything to do with our creative process. And what we're going to be looking at tonight is what you can create in the way of bounty. Go ahead and clear that energy. Some of you have fallen a little bit out of the center of your head, and I think you'll find it a lot easier to release the judgment, since judgment is such a charged vibration. If you find your way right back up to the center of your head, and again, imagine that you have a golf ball right in the center of your head, and if you can pull your attention inside that golf ball, you'll be in what I like to call your sweet spot in the center of your head. And then try to release more of that judgment wherever you might feel it hanging on. And one of the things I'm going to do for all of you while you guys are working hard is I'm actually going to clear some energy from your auras. And that is the energy of, it looks like scrapes or scratches, and they're like little mini whacks that happen to you during the day with a lot of energy swirling around. Sometimes it can put little pock marks and holes in your aura. So I'm going to be smoothing out your auras while you release judgment. All right. And one other thing I'd like you to do before we get going on the meditation would be to collect up your energy from wherever you've been, let's say for the last week. And I want you to pull as much of your energy right in close around you to your body. You could visualize your aura like a gold bubble and imagine bringing the edge of that gold bubble to about 2 or 3 feet from the edge of your body, so that you would be inside a gold bubble, and that bubble is just about 2 or 3 feet above, below, and beside you. Good. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about your bounty, your information on bounty. And as I had said, your particular information on bounty comes from your life experience from past lives. And the way that I work with energy vibrations is to look at them in a symbol so that we can get some information from them. Otherwise, if you're talking about an energy vibration or an emotion, it's very ambiguous. You can't contain it unless you put the energy in a symbol. And that's what we're going to do tonight so that you can look at your own bounty information. And the symbol we're going to use for this meditation tonight is I'm going to use like a thermometer. So the symbol of a thermometer. And as a thermometer, we're not going to use it like for body temperature, but let's visualize a thermometer with 0 being at the bottom and 100% being at the top of the thermometer. So if you want to go ahead and have your eyes closed still and look right out in front of you, you can imagine that you have your own viewing screen in front of you. And you're going to use that viewing screen to visualize a big thermometer. This thermometer is going to be the symbol that we're going to use to put your bounty information into. So as you create that thermometer, before we put your bounty information into it, I want you to ground that thermometer using a second grounding cord and ground it all the way to the center of the planet. And yes, if you want to ground the screen that you're looking at, your own imaginary movie screen, you can put a grounding cord underneath that as well and ground that to the center of the planet. Now I'm having you ground a symbol of a thermometer so that we can start out by reading how much of your bounty you're owning to start with. And this is part of the healing that I was doing this month on your bounty energy. And I thought it would be really fun to show you one of the techniques I used in the special healing for November, so that you could actually do some of this healing on your own. So in this thermometer symbol, that is grounded now, you've grounded it to the center of the planet, you're going to visualize your bounty energy moving into this symbol. So just have the postulate, the thought that your bounty is going into this symbol right now. You can kind of sit back in the center of your head and wait to see what colors show up in that thermometer. And if you feel like you're having trouble seeing, you can imagine all of this. If you feel like your screen is black, that's okay, because you're still actually doing the work on a postulate level. So walk through all these steps with me, please, even if you think that you're not seeing anything, okay? Because you're actually working on energy, and it works. Okay. As you look at this symbol of a thermometer, you're probably going to see a lot of different colors. Some of you might see things that look like slides or pictures in this symbol. So what you're going to do is start to ground the energy in that symbol that looks to you like it really doesn't belong there. So what you might find is dark, heavy colors, grays, whites, browns, colors that are not very creative looking, colors that are heavy vibrations. And I want you to start using that grounding cord that you have on your thermometer. Oops. Before you start grounding, we're going to take one look real quick. I forgot about this. We're going to take a look at what percentage of your bounty you're owning. So before you start grounding all those energies, what I want you to do is look in the thermometer, and you're going to see a portion of that thermometer reading at most likely a bright color that represents your bounty. And then there'll be a portion of that thermometer that is either empty or filled with dark colors. And what you're looking for is the percentage on that thermometer that is a bright color that looks to you like, ooh, that's my bounty information. And the percentage goes from 0 to 100%. And we're just doing this so that you can see for yourself after we do this exercise if you've moved the dial at all in expanding your bounty. So if I'm looking at my bounty thermometer and I see like a quarter of it with a color in it that I really like, that I feel represents my bounty information, and the other 75% is dark and grays and whites, then I'm going to know that I'm owning 25% of my ability to create bounty. And that tells me that I have a whole other 75% of opportunity that I haven't even opened up yet. So that's how I look at the percentages when we read them the first time around. And I want to caution all of you, do not judge what you see. Okay? So like I said, if you see that you have 3% bounty, then you can say to yourself, wow, I have 97% of my bounty that I haven't even touched yet. So that's an exciting thing to look forward to. Go ahead and get your percentage of how much bounty you're owning right now. Just make a mental note of it for later on. And now you can start to use that grounding cord and start to release those dark and heavier colors. And I'm going to give you a few moments to just concentrate on grounding this. And I do want to just add, all you really have to do is just give a very simple acknowledgement to the colors in that symbol that don't look like they belong there. And between your simple acknowledgement, what we call a spiritual hello, that and gravity, the energies will flow out very easily on their own. Okay, go ahead and start releasing. Be aware that as you release energy from your bounty symbol, your thermometer, you might actually start hitting some emotional release as well. And that's why I have you grounding your body with the grounding cord at your first chakra. So if you start to experience emotions, maybe like anger or frustration coming out of your bounty space, remember to use the grounding cord on your own body so that your emotions can also be brought right down into the center of the planet. And you can release that energy too. Spirits in female bodies, you may experience some energy lighting up in your abdomen, and that is because that's where your female creative energy gets generated. That's the good stuff that you're going to be using to create bounty with. So you may have pain in that female creative space, and you can use your grounding cord to release it. Spirits in male bodies, you may find energy backed up in what's called your third chakra in your solar plexus. So you might want to put a grounding cord on your solar plexus because that's where men carry a lot of responsibility pictures. And responsibility is going to have an effect on your bounty. Some of the energies I'm watching you all release are you can't have it. That's a good one that's coming out, and it's a very heavy one. There's a lot of no energy, stop energy coming out of all of you. This is great. As you're looking at your thermometer, I'd like you to start saying hello to the higher energies in it now, because that helps to raise the overall energy a lot faster when you start saying hello to the higher energies rather than the lower energies. So if you see anything in there that's a bright color, just start focusing on that. And literally, you can send it hellos, silent hellos. You don't have to say that out loud. But what that is anytime you say hello to an energy, you're acknowledging that you see it. If that energy is not yours, it's going to release. You're not going to release your own energy because that is in your body and you're going to hang on to that. But any foreign energy, your body will release if you acknowledge it neutrally. Let's go ahead and do a halfway mark. Bring in a big gold sun so that you don't get depleted. One of the things that's really important about grounding is that you want to always replenish after you've grounded. So we're going to take a gold break. Take a moment, and I want you to create a great big giant gold sun above your head. And you're going to imagine that you're whistling back your energy from wherever you might have left it last week. Just like you did earlier in the meditation, you're going to call it back into a gold sun. And when that gold sun is filled with lots of gold warm energy above your head, go ahead and bring that right in through the top of your head and let that gold energy start to fill up your entire body. You can let that gold run down your grounding cord too. All right. Good job. We're going to go back to the thermometer now, and I'm going to call out a couple of energies for you to look for. And if when I say the energy, a certain color lights up, that's a pretty good indication that that is a matching energy and that you can release that particular color out of your thermometer. So the first energy I want you to look for would be the energy of other people's competition in your bounty space. And that could be their competition for your bounty. It could be their competition to create their own bounty at your expense. It could be many different kinds of competition. And competition, again, is like a stop energy. So I want you to look for any competition and start to allow gravity to ground it out as you just neutrally acknowledge that you see it. You might check to see if you're still in the center of your head or if you need to pull yourself back up there. Your energy work will go 100 times faster if you can keep your awareness in the center of your head rather than in your lower body chakras. All right, the next energy I want you to look for would be parental restrictions on your bounty. Parental restrictions. And that would include rules or conditioning or programs for you to dummy down your bounty because of other family members. Look for that energy. And while we're working on competition, I'm going to go 2 steps stronger and have you look for any destroy energy. And I'm watching all of you work, so don't worry if you see destroy energy. It's going to be a color like any other energy vibration, and I want you to just acknowledge it and send it down the grounding cord. And I'm watching all of you while you do this, so you don't have to worry about getting overwhelmed by destroy energy. I've got an eye on all of you. Go ahead and just take any destroy energy that you find in that thermometer and ground it to the center of the planet. Well, I have to tell you all, what I'm seeing is really wonderful. All of you are bringing in a lot of gold into your auras. So I'm looking at a lot of gold auras now. You all have released a ton of energy. And some of you who are super sensitive to energy may actually already feel that. I think that most of you later tonight will start to feel pretty darn good because you've given yourself a really good healing. We're not done yet, though. What we're going to do now is we're going to, I'm going to have you look in your thermometer and say hello to the highest color in your thermometer and to show you what your bounty vibration looks like. I want you to just get a read on what that vibration looks like. Once you have that color, we're going to do one more thing here. I'm going to have you take that color that you see as your highest bounty, and I want you to run it in your crown chakra in a clockwise motion. So you can imagine that you are painting the top of your head in a clockwise motion with the color vibration of your bounty. And this is how we use our own energy to heal ourselves. So by running your bounty in what is called your crown chakra, that is your spinning energy center up here on top of your head, that's where you're running that color in a clockwise motion. It helps to reset your crown chakra and all of your descending chakras underneath that at the vibration of bounty. Go ahead and move your bounty vibration into your crown chakra right now and start running that like a liquid in a clockwise motion on top of your head. One of the things you might notice is that bounty is a very high energy vibration. And what I'm getting to see is as you all start to run your bounty in your crown chakra, it's actually showing me where a lot of dark energy has been sitting in your crown chakras. And I'm also watching you kick that out. So I'm helping you along, but I want you all to know that you are doing a very good job healing yourself. And that a lot of times when we use one of our higher vibrations as a wellness vibration, which is what you're doing right now, using your bounty to clean out your crown chakra, that is just a wonderful way to kick foreign energy out, is by bringing in a much higher energy vibration. Already, each and every one of your auras that I'm looking at has changed so much from when you got onto the class. Each of you has given yourself a great healing. So one of the things we're going to do now is we're going to replenish as much of your bounty as we can find back into your thermometer. So I want you to create a gold sun above your thermometer, and you're going to call your bounty vibration into that gold sun. And I also want you to visualize, what is bounty to you? So you're going to put pictures in this gold sun that you're going to bring into the thermometer. You're going to put pictures in it of what bounty is to you. Like, could be money, it could be a bountiful relationship, it could be a bountiful career. You get to put the pictures of the things that you would like into that gold sun. So go ahead and start feeding that gold sun with your gems and money and pictures right now. Fill that sun up. And when that sun is filled with gold energy and your goodies, you're going to bring that gold sun into the thermometer and watch what happens to the thermometer. And if it looks like it needs another gold sun, go ahead and do the same thing all over again, calling in your bounty and bringing in pictures of what is bountiful to you into that gold sun. And fill yourself in again. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take that symbol that you've been playing around with tonight. We're going to get rid of it. It's important that we destroy it and get rid of it so that all the energy work that we did just gets dissipated. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your thermometer and put it in the symbol of a bubble or a rose, whichever you would prefer. And you can slap that bubble, break it up, or you can put a bomb under the rose and blow up the rose for all that energy work you did. And then you're going to create one more gold sun above your own head and call more of your bounty back. And yes, you can still call in more bounty. And when that sun is all filled with more of your bounty, bring it into your head and your body this time. Just let it start to replenish all the places where you created pockets of space by releasing foreign energy tonight. And if you feel like you need another gold sun, go ahead and bring in a second gold sun. Fill yourself up completely so that you have excess gold in you and it's running down your grounding cord and filling up your grounding cord all the way to the center of the planet. And after you've filled yourself in, go ahead, you can open your eyes, come on out of trance. And you get a bravo. Good job. That's one of my favorite and simple exercises to take a big step up in your ability to have bounty. And it can be done in 30 minutes. And I will go ahead and edit this and post it online and send you a link to it so that anytime you want to brush up on your bounty, you can go ahead and follow this meditation again. And I wanted to just let all of you know that I do a monthly healing special. And what I'm going to start doing with monthly healing specials is also do a free meditation that month on the same topic, so that those of you that do get the free healing special from me, it will enhance that as well. And those of you that don't have the opportunity to get that healing from me, I can show you how to start doing that for yourself. So I want to thank you all so much for coming tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all in December. I'll tell you when I have my next free meditation, and that is, one moment please, next month I'm doing a healing special called Body of Light. And what I'll be doing is there's a layer right on your skin, and I'll be bringing that layer of energy up to gold, as well as the edge of your aura up to gold in December. And that's a wonderful healing. I saved that for December because it's Body of Light. And so the meditation, so I can show you a couple of things on how to do Body of Light, will be on Wednesday, December 11th at 7 p.m. And it will be the same setup where you can come for free and just join in the meditation. I want to thank you very much for coming tonight, and I really look forward to seeing you again. All right.